हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू आई एग्जाम बी। सो आज के वीडियो में हम एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट लर्न करने वाले हैं विच इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ एवरेज प्रोडक्ट्स एंड मार्जिनल प्रोडक्ट। एंड फॉर दिस कॉन्सेप्ट वी विल यूज वन ऑफ द वेरी interesting concept which is generally which is very widely used, which is the concept of run rates. So आपने देखा होगा क्रिकेट मैचेस में and in the ongoing series also many a times you've come across this word called run rate. Cricket run rate क्या होता है सबको बहुत अच्छे से पता है. Now using this concept which we already know so clearly, we are going to relate this with the concept of average products and marginal product in economics so that you can understand this very easily. So, and this particular topic is very important for your upcoming SEBI exam also. So stay tuned and throughout the video, and once you understand this concept, this relationship, आपको ये concept फिर आप कभी भूलोगे नहीं. You will never ever forget this relationship. Okay. So, and the relationship of average and marginal is same whether you are talking about cost curves or you are talking about average product or marginal product, or you are talking about average revenue, marginal revenue. ठीक है. Once you understand this average and marginal relationship, सारी जगह पे same तरीके से use होता है. Okay, so let's first understand this relation. Let's first understand each of these individually, and then we are going to look at the relationship, and we will make use of this concept of run rates. ठीक है. So शुरू करते हैं. Now run rates, everybody knows what a run rate is. Run rate क्या होता है कि किसी बैट्समैन ने the total number of scores that he has scored, right, divided by the overs that he has played. That approximately gives you the run rate, right? Correct, everyone? So this is the formal definition of run rates: runs per over, right? So it's the total runs that is scored by a team, by the batting side or any batsman. अगर आप किसी batsman के run rate निकाल रहे हो, then you take the scores scored by that particular batsman and you divide it by the overs played, right, of the match. That gives you the run rate. Also यहाँ पे एक interesting concept use होता है which is the net run rate to ascertain who is going to win the match, right? If you know the concept of net run rate, reply in the comments. I'll be happy to see the comments. So now, so everybody understands this concept very well. हम क्या करते हैं? We take the total scores, right, and you divide it by the overs played. This gives me my run rate. So यहाँ पे in the sense it is runs per over, right? एक particular over में on average आप कितना runs score कर रहे हो, right? You are basically averaging this total score that the person or the batting side has scored. So similarly, we use this concept when we talk about the average products. So run rates आपको समझ में आ गया. Now let's look at what average product is. So average product is defined as the ratio of total product divided by the variable input. Now इसका क्या मतलब है? See, total product is that if let's say I am employing 1 unit of labor and this labor is producing 20 units of output. Then I employ 2 units of labor and this labor is producing, let's say, 25 units of output. Then I employ 3 and this is producing, let's say, 28 units of output. ठीक है. So this is my total product, that how much the quantity of output that the labor is producing. Okay. Now if I want to know what is the average, okay, then I will have to take this total product and divide by the variable input, right? 1 in this case, 2 here, 3 here, and so on. So this will give me my output per unit of variable input. So the concept of average is same as the run rate concept or runs per over. Right? Clear? वहां पे भी हम यही करते हैं. We take the total scores and divide by the overs played. Right? So we are averaging out the total runs that the person has scored or the batting team has scored. So similarly हम average product में भी यही करते हैं. Okay? And similarly, average cost, average revenue, in some may be same cheese we do. Okay. Now comes the concept of marginal product. So marginal क्या होता है? It is the additional, extra. Okay. So additional मतलब एक यूनिट में एक और यूनिट ऑफ लेबर यूज करने के बाद what is the additional output that I am producing? That gives me my marginal product. So suppose first unit I am producing 20 units, second unit of labor I am producing 25. So additional मैं कितना produce कर रही हूँ? 25 minus 20, which is 5. So this will be my marginal product. ठीक है? So what is the important thing to note here is that marginal product is not taking care of all the previous units. ठीक है? It is only the additional of that particular level. But average में आप क्या करते हो? You do consider all the, so when you are taking the average, so for instance the average product, so you take the total product and divide it by the labor, the variable input, right? So यहाँ पे आप पूरा consider करते हो. But marginal के लिए you just need the additional output or the product that is being produced. Okay, so this is how it is defined, marginal product of an input. It's the change in output per unit of change in input, right? Change in output कितना आया था हमारा? 25 minus 20, which was 5. And with this change was because of 1 unit change in the variable input. If there's more than 1 unit, so आप 2 लिखोगे, 3 लिखोगे, whatever is the change, and you divide, right? This will give you your marginal product. And important thing also to note here is that all other inputs will be held constant. So आप यहाँ पे एक बार में एक ही input का marginal product निकाल सकते हो. That's so we were talking about marginal product of labor. Similarly, अगर हमें marginal product of capital निकालना है तो हम labor को fix करेंगे. यहाँ marginal product of labor के case में capital was fixed, okay, and all other inputs that would be used in the production process सारे fixed थे. Okay. So this is how you define marginal product of labor. And also because your inputs, labor कोई negative value नहीं हो सकती. Labor can be either 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So that is why marginal product defined नहीं होता zero level of input employment में, because हमारी जो labor units है तो your variable input cannot take negative values. Okay. And the total sum of marginal products will be your total product at any level of employment that we are talking about, right? Because marginal से ही तो add हो के total product बनता है. So when you add the marginal product at first level, second level and so on till nth level, you get the total product, right? This is what it is. Okay, so this is the relationship between average products and marginal product, that when your marginal product is greater than the average, so आपका average क्या होगा? वो rise करेगा. Here you can see, because intuitively also you can think about it. See, additions जो मैं addition कर रही हूँ in output वो ज़्यादा है, right? It is greater than the average. So average जो है वो it will pull the average upwards. अगर additions greater than average हुए, so average would be rising because additions are pulling it up, right? And when the additions are less than the average, then the average would be falling. Here you can see in this portion, when the additions, the marginal is less than the average, average would be falling, right? Because additions come हो रहे हैं, right? So your total average would start declining. And when will the average product be maximum? When the marginal product and average product are equal, right? So marginal product will cut the average product from top at its maximum point. So this is the relationship, that both are U-shaped, inverted U-shaped, okay, this inverted U-shaped, and as the amount of input increases, initially जो आपका marginal product है वो rise होता है, and average product will also be rising, but it is going to rise less than the marginal product. Okay, then after a point marginal product will start falling, right? And this will be but the value would still be higher than the average product, and that is why in that region also average product would continue to rise. But after this, when the value becomes less than the average product, your average product starts declining. Okay. So this is a very basic explanation that I could give you, and you can relate this concept through the run rates, right? So this is how you understand this concept. All right. So I hope you understood this concept, and we have a SEBI General course where we teach you all the different concepts. We have live classes for discussions. You get videos to learn the concepts at your own pace, and study material, PDFs, practice tests, questions, everything is there. So if you need any kind of guidance, you can check out this course. All right. If you need any assistance, you can also call us here or you can email us. Thank you and all the best for your preparation.